What a night of NBA basketball around the association. We still got one game in action as the Golden State Warriors are tied 103 to 103 with the Detroit Pistons as Curry just completes a three-point play. But we're going to talk about all the games tonight, plus this one right after the intro.
Thank you for tuning in to the number one place for your basketball fix, NBA Central, hosted by the Cognac.
What's the word, NBA basketball fans? As you guys start to file in, we're going to talk about excuse me, all the games tonight as Detroit and Golden State are going at it. Detroit is up 105 to 103 with 2 minutes to go in the game. Steph Curry taking care of business. The Detroit Pistons are fighting. Listen, man, Dennis Schroeder is a baller. That dude goes wherever he goes. Teams tend to get a little bit better, but we had a bunch of games tonight. Lakers and Boston just finished up. Chicago and Miami finished up recently. Orlando and Milwaukee went at it. Atlanta and Indiana went at it. Washington, Toronto, Houston, New Orleans, Pelicans, Charlotte and Brooklyn, and then the Golden State Warriors and Detroit Pistons are going at it as we speak. It's your boy Big Kev in the building. Welcome to another episode of NBA Central After Hours. I'm in the building, man. Listen, listen. I work all day. It's 11 o'clock on the East Coast, a little bit past 10 o'clock on in the Central. West Coast, y'all still up. So they ain't after hours for you all. Takei Cunningham spins past Curry and misses the layup 105-105. Golden State looking to take the lead. Jimmy Butler bringing the ball up the court as your boy Draymond looking for Steph Curry. Draymond passes it to the corner. Curry's trying to get open. Nothing happening there. Passes the ball. Jimmy Butler pulls up, knocks it down 107-105. Golden State with the lead. This is going to be a good finish tonight. Another close game. Jimmy Butler with 26 and 7 on the night. Strong game. And then Dennis Schroeder just got fouled going to the line with a minute and 12 seconds to go in the game. But yeah, it's your boy Big Kev holding it down for the gang over here on NBA Central. Been off for a couple of days, just busy with work, but we are back trying to get a little bit more consistent with these after hour with these after hour posts before we get into the post season. What's the word? Make sure y'all comment. Keep me company tonight, man. Keep me company. It is what it is. Now, we're going to go around the league as we watch the rest of this Golden State Warriors versus Detroit Pistons game. And we will start with the first game of the night, the Brooklyn Nets versus the Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte took care of business and got the win 105-102 over the Brooklyn Nets. And it was a crazy ending as Miles got a big block at the end of the game to seal the victory for the Charlotte Hornets as Schroeder makes the first free throw, 106-107. Detroit down by one. He's going to take his second free throw, excuse me, in a second. Still getting over this cold. I know it seems to be lingering. Schroeder with the next free throw up, and he misses. Big rebound from Draymond. Jimmy Butler bringing the ball up the court with a minute and 5 seconds to go. Steph Curry looking to hit with the night. We're going to see what happens. Curry set the screen. Jimmy Butler drives to the basket, passes it to the corner. Big three, air ball, rebound Pistons. Cade Cunningham bringing the ball up court, drives into the basket, gets fouled, but no call, makes the basket, and Detroit is up 108-107 on the road with 50 seconds to go in the game. We'll discuss this Brooklyn and Charlotte game in a second, but this Golden State Warriors versus Detroit Pistons game is big tonight. Detroit trying to show that they have what it takes to beat one of the powerhouses in this league, even though Golden State's record doesn't really show it, but we know what they are all about. Golden State trying to get a win at home. Pistons trying to ruin the home court advantage tonight. Miles Bridges had 26 points tonight for the Charlotte Hornets, and they win 105-102, but he had a big block at the end of the game to seal that victory. Brooklyn, biggest lead was 17 points. Charlotte fought all the way back to get the win, and they took care of business versus these guys. It was fun to see. And I got to watch pretty much a little bit of every game tonight, as I didn't have to work this evening. I did have to come home and help wifey with the kids. We got a bunch of kids over here this weekend, a little sleepover situation. And I'm gonna tell you like this: I'm so glad that I don't have 5 kids. Charlotte Hornets, you had Josh Green with 0 points in the starting lineup. 0 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Miles Bridges with 26 points. Diabate with 16 points. Nick Smith Jr. with 19 points. And Damian Bow with 14 points. And off the bench, Tijande Saloon from France, 9 points. Malachi Flynn with 9 points as well. 3 points for Daquan Jeffries. Crazy that Taj Gibson's still alive and playing basketball in the NBA. 4 points for him, 5 points for Wendell Moore Jr. Hey, they did what they had to do to get the win tonight, though. Keon Johnson with 1 point off to start the game as Golden State has the ball. Jimmy Butler behind the back, uses the screen, drives, waits. Kate Cunningham guarding. Draymond Green with a 3, and he takes the lead, 110 to 108. Oh, Draymond, 110 to 108. 30 seconds to go. Kate Cunningham crossover, loses the ball. Oh my God, body's hitting the floor, and Golden State will get the ball. Draymond Green probably shooting free throws right here. Zaire Williams with 19 for Brooklyn. Nick Claxton with 8, 16 points for Cam Thomas, and D'Angelo Russell with 28 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds in the loss. 12 points for Trendon Watford. And listen, it was just a good game, even though both of these teams are pretty much going to be lottery teams. Charlotte with the win, 105 to 102. Now you got Draymond Green. Big free throws coming up. 11 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, 108, 110. Golden State with the lead with 24 seconds to go in the game. Bounces the ball, puts up the free throw, and leaves it flat. So the door is open for Detroit. Detroit is trying to get a win on the road versus Golden State. Draymond has to make the next free throw. Golden State's 28 for 36 from the free throw line tonight. They got to make this next one to make it a 3-point game. Let's see what happens. Keep me company in the chat. Let me know what y'all think. Make sure you guys comment down below. Let's see what's going on. Draymond sizes up the free throw and makes the second one. Timeout. Detroit, 108-111. Golden State with the lead. I'm expecting Kate Cunningham to get the last shot here, or a shot to at least try to tie the game, maybe drive to the basket to make it a 1-possession game, possibly get the foul, make it a 3-point play. So Brooklyn took care of it, lost tonight against Charlotte, 102 to 105. Houston dominated the Pelicans, 146 to 117. And y'all know how I feel about Houston over here. They've been struggling a little bit lately, but they took care of business tonight and got the W. Their biggest lead was 37. New Orleans' biggest lead is 0. They didn't lead at all. 58 bench points for Houston, and they only had 10 turnovers. Big win for the Houston Rockets as they're trying to move up in the Western Conference and keep their playoff hopes alive and try to avoid the play-in tournament. Zion Williamson on the other side with 20 points, 14 points for Yves Missi. Trey Murphy with 13, 17 points for CJ McCollum, 13 points for Jordan Hawkins, but not enough. Not enough. Jose Alvarado off the bench for 17 points. I bet you he had like 3-4 steals. Only 1 steal for him. But over on the other side, Dylan Brooks with 27 points and 4 rebounds. 12 points for Tyree Eason, 20 points for Sengun to go along with 5 rebounds and 6 assists, 14 points for Jalen Green. Amin Thompson with 15 points and 11 assists and 9 rebounds, almost had a triple-double. Jabari Smith Jr. off the bench with 14, and off the bench, Aaron Holiday with 20. But Houston, they're a good team, man. Houston's a good team. All right, Golden State trying to hold on for a win at home, 111-108 over Detroit. Detroit with the inbound to Kate Cunningham. Cunningham dribbles into the double team, crosses over on Draymond, drives to the basket and gets the easy dunk with 17 seconds to go. 110 to 111. Inbound. Jimmy Butler back to Green to Curry. Curry gets fouled with 14 seconds to go. Needs to make both these free throws to get it back to a 3-point game. We know that Dennis Schroeder played for Golden State earlier this season, and he is looking to get a victory in Golden State. So New Orleans just got their asses whooped tonight, 146-117. But Washington and Toronto in the toilet bowl, in the Cooper Cup Bowl, Washington with the 1-point win over Toronto, 118 to 117, as Curry makes the first free throw, 112-110. To go to state over to Detroit. Washington with the win tonight. I don't know why they went ahead and did that. Curry sizing up the free throw, puts it up, puts it in. 14 seconds to go. Detroit with no time. Detroit with one timeout, but they're going to save it. Gets it to Cade Cunningham. 13 seconds to go. Pushing the ball to the court. Passes it. 3-point shot. Misses. And Golden State's going to get a win. They're not even fouling. They finally found Steph Curry, but it looks like Golden State's going to win this game. Good for them. The Washington Wizards, they got the win. They took care of business. Their biggest lead was 13. Toronto with a 10-point lead. Couldn't hold on to it. Emmanuel quickly took care of business, put up a lot of points, but just not enough for Toronto. 118-117 for the Washington Wizards. And it was a fun game. It's a fun game for two young teams that's struggling. Jordan Poole with 34. He's been balling out lately. And then over on the Toronto Raptors, Emmanuel Quigley with where's he at? Where's his numbers? Oh, he didn't even play. What are we talking about? 23 points for RJ Barrett, though, and 9 rebounds and 3 assists, but just not enough for Toronto. Good game tonight, though, between Atlanta and Indianapolis. Indiana Pacers with a 118-120 loss. Curry knocks down both free throws, 115-110. Draymond acting real tough, acting real hard. He made a big three, though, so I ain't mad at him. Atlanta with the big win, 120-118 over the Indiana Pacers. And Indiana's been playing really, really good. And they played the other night, too, and Atlanta got both of the wins. Pascal Siakam with 23 points, 30 points for Benedict Mathurin off the bench. You didn't have, a few players tonight for Indiana. They were a little bit shorthanded, but they still had a chance to win and did not. Risa Sher with only 6 points, 36 points for Trae Young, 8 assists for him, 26 points for Caris LeVert. Caris LeVert been balling since he went to Atlanta. Big pickup for him. He played better than your boy, the player that they traded. I don't know why his name is slipping me, but he went over to New Orleans, and he hasn't been playing pretty much this season, in and out the lineup. Your boy Tyrese Halliburton didn't play tonight for Indianapolis, and they ended up losing the game tonight. So Jamal Murray is not Jamal Murray. Why is his name? Y'all help me out. Why is his name not coming to me? The player that was just on Atlanta that got traded. But Trae Young with a big game tonight, 36 points. And he had 7 turnovers, but he had 8 assists. So big game for him as Atlanta took the win in Indianapolis. Detroit looking to inbound the ball is pretty much a foregone conclusion. Inbounds, back to Cade, pump fake, dribbles off his foot, turnover, 115-110 win for Golden State. We'll get to the stats in that game in a second. Orlando beat Milwaukee tonight, 111-109. Now, Boston is trying to move up in the standings, especially with New York taking a big loss with what's his name being out. Their star player being out for the rest of the season. Tom Thibodeau is saying that Brunson might be out for the rest of the season, but who knows? But big win for Orlando. Franz Wagner with 18 points, but it was Paolo's night. I love Paolo. 29 points for him, 2 assists, 6 rebounds, 22 points for Cole Anthony as well. Big win for Orlando. You know they play defense. It is what it is. They're going to play defense every single night. 109-111 win for these guys. And then Milwaukee Bucks. Kyle Kuzma has been okay going over to the Milwaukee Bucks, but didn't do much tonight with only 11 points, 37 for Giannis, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. He's not getting any MVP conversation talks, but he's playing like an MVP. Dame with 26 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. And then Kevin Porter Jr., a big pickup for them, 12 points off the bench. And they get the win. They get the loss, 109-111. Orlando, big win for them. Big win on the road for them, too. We'll look at the standings later. The Bulls won 114-109. If you missed it, over on the Shy Bulls podcast, we were live. Me, Steve-O, Bobby, and C-Dub. big game. Check out the replay of that on YouTube. Chicago Bulls get a big win behind a triple-double from Josh Giddey. Everybody else showed up a little bit. You had a double-double from Collins as well. Big win for the Chicago Bulls, holding on for that 10th spot in that play-in. Golden State just got the win, 115-110 over Detroit in Golden State. Detroit had a big chance to make a statement. They just didn't do it. They didn't do it. Kay Cunningham with 31 points, though, efficient, 10 for 17 from the field, 9 for 10 from the free throw line, but they just didn't have enough to overcome. Jimmy Butler's 26 points, 32 for Steph Curry, 8 for 22 from the field, 4 for 15 from 3, but big free throws down the stretch, and a big 3 from Draymond Green. Gives him 12 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. I know C-Dub doesn't like that. And the Lakers and Boston played tonight, and it was a good game. Overall, it was a good game overall. Boston went up as big as 20 points, 20-plus points, and the Lakers fall back to within 4. They just did not have enough to get over the hump. LeBron with kind of a paltry night, 22 points on 23 field goals, and then you had 34 points from Luka on 22 field goal attempts. He had 8 rebounds and 3 assists, just not enough to get over the hump. Boston just showing why they're the champions. 31 points from Jaylen Brown, a big 40-piece from Jason Tatum to go along with 12 rebounds and 8 assists. And then the rest of the guys just chipped in enough. You didn't have much from the bench, but they didn't need it tonight. The Boston Celtics did everything that they could to take down the Lakers. The Lakers finally lose a game after winning their last few. It is what it is. Big night in the NBA around the association. C-Dub and myself will be talking. Yeah, Josh, a lot of close games, a lot of fun games tonight. I see you, bro. C-Dub and I will be talking tomorrow about the Stephen A. Smith and LeBron situation. I know a lot of people talked about it, but we got some thoughts that we haven't been able to get out recently because we've been busy. We want to talk about it. You'll see the episode up here on NBA Central tomorrow. Chicago Bulls with a big win. Y'all know we Chi-Town fans over here. But big night around the association. We'll get into the standings. Just real quick, though, Charlotte with the win over Brooklyn, 105-102. Houston killed the Pelicans 146-117. A lot of close games tonight, including Washington-Toronto. Washington with a 1-point win over Toronto. And Indiana-Atlanta. Atlanta with a 2-point win over Indiana. Orlando-Milwaukee. Orlando with a 2-point win over Milwaukee. Bulls-Miami. Bulls with the 5-point win over Miami. Golden State-Detroit. Golden State with a 5-point win over Detroit. And Boston and the Lakers, 111-101. Boston with the win, but it was a lot closer than that as you get to the end of the game. You need everybody to show up when the Lakers play, though. That's what it is. If they don't get a lot of help from people outside of the names of LeBron and Luka, they're going to lose the game. All right, y'all hit us up at NBA Central Pod at gmail.com if you want to talk about anything. We'll put it in the mailbag episode. Type in your favorite Chicago sports team and put the word Central behind it, and you'll have the Chi-Town Sports Central family. Of course, NBA Central, NFL Central, and then, of course, the Chi Bulls podcast with C-Dub and Bobby. It's your boy, Big Kev, NBA Central, after hours. All the games are done, so that means that I am done. Y'all already know what to do. Like, follow, and share. Comment, all those good things, and we're going to see you guys next time. Peace.